Welcome to Dance Moms Junkies. I'm Kenzie.
And I'm Peyton.
And we're Dance Moms Junkies.
Well, maybe just a little.
Get up, get on the floor. My world is with my girls, living on the dance floor.
I cannot believe this is the last episode.
I'm crying. We've made it through season 1. Thank the Lord. Oh my God.
It's been a lot.
It's like the longest season, but it's really not, you know?
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm literally crying.
Guys, she's not actually crying. She cries over everything, but she didn't actually cry over this.
I don't know. I might have.
All right, guys. Well, here we go. Welcome back to Dance Moms Junkies. I'm Kenzie.
And I'm Peyton.
And we're
Dance Moms Junkies.
Just a wee little bit.
Little bit. Little baby bit.
Little baby bit. So, yeah, guys, we've reached the end of the road for season 1.
Thank the Lord. This is like watching paint dry. This season was like boring.
Well, I think it obviously people
you had some really good one-liners.
Yeah, but obviously people liked it enough to keep watching. So it wasn't that bad.
Yes, but
and also
season 2 comes our fave. Our fave, Jill. She's my fave.
But
she's so
how many
funny.
times have you seen season 1? So hush your mouth.
Honestly, season 1 is my least fave. I'm gonna be going out there on a limb and say it's probably my least fave season.
Oh, see, my least fave is the last season.
Do we even count that one? Are you talking about season 8 that really never happened?
No, I'm sorry. I was not talking about season 8 because it does not exist in my brain.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about season 7.
Oh,
the
yes.
division. I also really didn't like season 5 with the Nia situation. That makes me really uncomfy. But we'll get there. Don't even worry, guys.
Yeah,
we'll get there.
Rushing ourselves. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Fun factor, Rooney, when I was living on a cruise ship, I used to have an external hard drive that I would watch movies on. I'd have TV shows and movies that I could watch on my laptop because, we would have a TV in our rooms, obviously, but, you can only watch the same, 10 uploaded Disney movies. And so we wanted to watch more. So every single night, legitimately, every single night, for the 3 years I worked there, I fell asleep to Dance Moms, season 1. Every single night. I can't even tell you the number of times I've seen season 1.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. That's important information.
I don't really think the people needed to know that.
The people, they care.
No, I don't really think they care that much about what you did on a cruise ship 27 years ago. You are that old, so.
It was 8 years ago when I started on cruise ships, so. Yeah.
AKA 27.
Okay, fuck off. Here we are, season 1, episode 12. There's only one star, and it's me. It's really me.
Ma'am.
I'm the star of this here outfit.
Ma'am,
it's me.
I don't know if you knew, I don't know if you've been known to the fact that you are not the star. It is, in fact, Rudy.
Okay. All right, so here we go, you guys. So, episode 12 starts out with a bang. Melissa's graced us with our presence.
Wow, thank you for showing up to do your job.
Literally the bare minimum. Literally. There's not a pyramid. Everyone's in a straight line.
Well, they did fabulous.
They all won at Nationals. This is my beauty. Took it.
Claps and snaps for them.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay, yes. Yes and no. I would say the look is a big part of it. But if they're looking for a certain look of a dancer and you can't do the type of dance that is required, even if you have the exact look, you're not going to get the job. So it's a both. It's a both and situation.
So basically what you're telling me is that I have 0 chances to make it in Hollywood?
Well, if they're looking for...
0 chances, y'all. I have 0 chances.
Utter bitch with just all the horse girl energy. If that's what they're hiring, you got it on lock, my boo.
No, not even that. I couldn't even score that, okay? We get to know that the girls are getting like this huge
Huge.
Whew.
We did it, guys. We can just shut down the podcast.
Thank the Lord.
We did it.
They get an opportunity for a major music video.
A major.
AKA, nobody else saw this besides if you watched it on Dance Moms.
Absolutely. She tells them all that she has literally no say in who gets the job. And instead of rehearsals, they're going to be doing a hip-hop class all week, since that's what the combo will be. Ma'am, we're going to see this throughout. I guess maybe it makes better TV. I don't really know. But, like, you can't jam an entire lifetime of hip-hop classes into 2 days.
Excuse me, what?
Just like in next season, you cannot jam an entire lifetime of ballet class and ballet technique into 24 hours.
You're telling me that you can't do that?
No.
But
Mm-mm.
but why?
It just doesn't work that way.
Are you sure?
Not really. No.
Okay.
Not really sure about anything.
Neither am I.
But Abby, of course, is boasting about how they do it all in her studio. They do all types of dance. But I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it 100 times.
So, like, you can do all types. That's great. But, like, are you good at all types of dance?
But
No.
also, is your version of hip-hop, with quotes around it,
Jazz funk?
it's not even that. It's jazz with a interesting beat,
Street jazz? Street jazz? Did
And-
I just make that up?
tennis shoes.
Is that a thing? Is street jazz a thing?
I don't know. But it is now. It is now.
That's what you do at Abby Lee Miller's. You do street jazz.
I mean, because genuinely, it is jazz with an interesting beat and tennis shoes. That's all it is. I also think, on top of that, competition hip-hop from 10 years ago and actual hip-hop from 10 years ago were so far apart. As former competitive dancers, our hip-hop was more closely related to Abby's hip-hop.
Street jazz.
Correct. But I think because of shows like World of Dance, America's Best Dance Crew on MTV, America's Got Talent, So You Think You Can Dance, I think with all of those shows being really popular in the last 10 plus years, I think hip hop and what it actually is and the different styles of hip hop is becoming more widely known, and that has bled into the competition world. So I think 10 years ago, competition hip hop was just street jazz, whereas now to do a hip hop dance in competition, you have to be a hip hopper, a proper hip hopper. I'm sure that there are competitions where it's still on the street jazz side of things, but if you're going to go to a prestigious competition and really kind of duke it out for, you know, Battle of the Beasts, if you will, you got to know your shit.
Y'all, I made up a thing. Street jazz is now a thing.
Guys, hashtag street jazz. Peyton and Kinsey for president. Okay?
God.
Do you agree? I mean, do you agree with that?
Yes, because I'm just like thinking back onto like our old hip hop dances.
And also, lest we forget, we are white.
Well, I mean,
With a capital W. We are white women. So, like, I think both of us have rhythm.
I'm not that good.
But I mean, I think both of us have rhythm. But at the end of the day, what was good 10, 12 years ago when I was competing is no longer the
Try, like-
gold standard.
Try like 15 because you're that old.
God, can you shut the fuck up? 15 years ago, I was 15.
You're welcome.
So,
You were competing then, weren't you?
yes, I'm just saying, like, didn't stop then.
Okay, so let's get back to it.
Okay.
All right. The moms are outside talking about the audition and about the time constraints of auditioning in general. Why do you want to audition if you're like bitching about the time constraints?
So what's happening is they're not really bitching about it. Holly's saying that because she has a full-time job and because she has 2 other children and a husband, and there's other things that require her attention, she does not have the ability on a moment's notice, if she gets a call at this point, to be able to say, sure, we'll be in New York at 12 tomorrow for Nia to audition for X, Y, or Z. Same with Christy. She's got another small child. She has a husband. And the same with Kelly, because she's got other kids. Well, another child. She's got a son. And so they were all commenting, if you really want to get out there and put yourself out there, or put your child out there, if that's what they want, auditioning takes a lot of time. They weren't so much bitching about it in general. They were just talking about the fact that they have other responsibilities and that can't always be the number one go-to focus.
Well, I mean, Maddie's been to New York 7 times.
Correct.
To go to auditions, so, like, I feel like the rest of the moms should.
Well, and Melissa says specifically, you know, I don't have another job because I work for Abby,
Which
and
is sad.
you know, I can put all my time and energy into getting Maddie to New York at the drop of a hat. She's okay with pulling Maddie out of school for it. She's okay with sending Mackenzie to whoever to do whatever when she takes Maddie. So they're just saying that Melissa and Maddie have a different situation than the rest of the moms. So Maddie is used to auditioning in a bigger cattle call type audition at this point. The other kids are not so much because they have not had that opportunity really. So that it's not a bitch session, okay? Did you even watch this episode,
Yes.
ma'am? Are you new here?
No.
Okay. The other moms, they're all like talking about how they're willing to make sacrifices for their kids if they have to. But at this point, they haven't really had the opportunity. Whereas because Maddie is obviously the apple of Abby's eye, Abby has made sure that Maddie has had those opportunities.
We see how far
You know?
that got you, Abby.
And it's like, bitch, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't reach out and say, hey, I know so-and-so has the opportunity to audition. She wouldn't do that.
Well, of course not.
So-
Because that would take away from Maddie.
Right. Exactly. And Chris even says, I do think that Melissa would take one of the kids if she knew that it would not negatively impact Maddie.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, if they were casting for multiple children and say they needed, you know, a younger child and they needed an older child, I think Melissa would have been like, yeah, Brooke can come with us, because then Brooke isn't competing for that same role as Maddie would be going for. But I think the second that they would be in direct competition, Melissa would be like, no, you can't come with us. Or she wouldn't even offer. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I feel like she might offer to, like, somebody that she doesn't think would get it over Maddie.
I mean, she might.
Honestly,
Just because she's so...
because she doesn't, like, think that they would get it over Maddie.
Sure.
And
Well, yeah, because, like, who would, right?
so Abby's doing street jazz.
Also known as hip-hop. Like,
'cause that's
she's
what we're
literally
calling.
physically doing it. And the kids are laughing.
Well, I mean, isn't
hysterically.
everybody?
Yeah, they're laughing hysterically, and I'm dying laughing.
I honestly, like, am trying to think back to, like, the first time I watched the season, and I'm pretty sure me, you, and Mom were upstairs.
I was sitting in her floor.
Yeah, we both were watching this happen, and I'm pretty sure we both peed our pants.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
Yeah, it's
That
Jack.
was also a good memory of Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga! Oh, God.
That's another time and place, people. Another
Lady
time and
Gaga.
place. Yes, maybe. I don't know about that.
I mean, definitely,
Like, you have to pick it up quick, obviously.
sure. So, I mean, I think, obviously, what Abby's having them do with learning choreography quickly every week. That's going to help you every single time. But also just being confident and having them practice walking into a room, saying their name, and standing at attention. Because a dance call is very different from like a musical theater call. So they're not going to have to go in and sing, obviously,